everyone, and welcome to We Are DeKalb TV. I'm your guest host, Sheba Jordan, filling in for Heidi Fuller. We are taping today at East Orange General Hospital in East Orange, New Jersey. We have a great show for you today. Joining me today are guests Kevin Slavin, who is the president of East Orange General Hospital, Mike Barbee, our executive producer at We Are DeKalb TV, actors J.D. Williams, Bill Cobbs, and the cast of an upcoming film called Clipped Wings, They Do Fly. Right now I'd like to talk with Kevin Slavin, who is, again, the president and CEO of this hospital. Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here and to meet you.
It's great to be here as well.
Thanks for having us. When you think about a hospital, you think of sick people going to get better, and you do all of that. You heal people every day, but you do so much more here. Tell us about East Orange General Hospital.
The East Orange General Hospital has a unique role in this whole region. It was a hospital that over 100 years ago was formed just to serve the city of East Orange, and over the past 100 years has expanded its role towards a more regional basis, where we serve several more cities, and our array of services has grown, where we're a specialist in behavioral health or mental health services, dialysis, and many other things.
Great. How has East Orange General Hospital fared during these challenging economic times?
Well, we're alive and well and strong, so I would say very well. It's been a difficult challenge for all New Jersey hospitals. About 10 years ago, New Jersey had over 100 hospitals, and now there's 61 hospitals in the state. So we've had a lot of hospital closures and consolidations. We're an independent community hospital, which means we are not part of any network. We're not owned by the state of New Jersey. We are owned by the community that we serve. And it's a distinct honor to have trustees such as Michael Barbee represent that community, and that's helped us stay alive and well because we can stay true to the mission of meeting the needs of the community.
Awesome. You did mention that Mike Barbee is also a trustee here at the hospital. So the question there is, how has Mr. Barbee's service here contributed to East Orange General Hospital services?
Well, it's a magical story with Michael Barbee here at this hospital. He worked here in our dialysis program, which is now one of the flagship services that the hospital has, and worked his way up, became an entrepreneur, obviously a successful entrepreneur, so he's a model for our employees and the community in terms of being a success, and has come full circle to be on the governing body of the hospital and giving back, because years ago our governing body did not represent the hospital well. Now we have individuals like Michael Barbee that are here for the right reasons, to represent the people that we serve, and he gives back. He spends a tremendous amount of time in fundraising efforts, and really means a lot to all of us.
We mentioned a film earlier. There's so much to Mike Barbee. Not only is he a trustee as well as the executive producer of We Are DeKalb TV, but also a screenwriter. And the film that we are also going to at this hospital film Mike's movie, Clipped Wings, They Do Fly. Tell us about that. Why are you allowing that to happen here, the filming of the movie?
Well, it's a distinction for the hospital to be able to do that, to have any type of filming done, but particularly helping Michael out in this endeavor. But I think it demonstrates also the uniqueness of the hospital, where behavioral health or mental health services that's our key flagship service. And when you look at the story of the individual in the book, Billy, and his trials and tribulations in his life, these are some of the same folks that this hospital is able to help in the programs and services that we offer in those areas.
Right. And you mentioned the book. I have a copy of the book. I'd like to show it to our viewing audience right now. This is the book that the movie is based on, and it is called Clipped Wings, They Do Fly. Mike, I'd like to ask you about the book. Now, I have some insight. I read the book. It is an awesome book. I think you're brilliant to write a script, a book like this. And the movie, tell us a little bit about the movie in relation to the book.
Well, the movie is based and birthed out of the book. The book is about a gentleman with multiple personality disorder, finds himself on trial for a crime in which he doesn't remember committing. With the book, it is somewhat semi-autobiographical, except I was never on trial for any crimes. With the book itself, I took my personal experiences of battling depression and I decided to put him inside a fictitious character and give it a fictitious story just to tell it. With that, the movie concept came because as an artist, I visualize everything. So even while I was writing the book, when you go through chapters 1 through 4, it really gives a foundation. Chapters 5 through 12 takes you on a roller coaster ride, only to bring you back home. So
I experienced that. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
the book
I
is
experienced that roller
I'm
coaster.
impressed with my own writing, and not to say it very unhumbly, but yes, it was a great experience. But the movie, I'm just so honored to have people like J.D. Williams. We know him from The Wire, Bldg. We've seen him in so many other things. Actually, last night I was over in New York at a play that he is featured in. We have Bill Cobbs. You've seen him in New Jack City and some of the other movie projects. I'm just so humbled and honored that they, as well as Anthony DeWitt, Rodney Gilbert, Maya Louisa, Trey, yourself, so many others have contributed their talents to this project. So, and we're humbled that the hospital even allowed us to film here. I once worked here, and then to be a board member is just an honor. And to be able to give back, we had a book signing here where we donated proceeds to the hospital. For that particular night in 4 hours, we had well over 1,000 people who attended the book signing. So, you know, God has been real good to me. So giving back is the best example.
Awesome. So I am going to show the book one more time, and I'm going to ask you a little bit about the book cover.
Okay.
Is there something special about this book cover?
Yes, that's my mom on the cover with myself, and my nephew, Jalen Patterson, who's on the cover. If you saw the movie trailer for the book, we had two different movie trailers. One is for the actual movie and the other is for the book. But my mom means so much to me, and I dedicate so much to her, in spite what happens with the characters and the dynamics within the book. So it's only befitting that I honor my mom with this book, as well as one of my therapists, Dr. Helen Hodge and Dr. Shelley Niederback, who has since passed on. So the book means a lot as well as the cover.
And Shelley, I remember that name because that is a character, if I'm not mistaken, in the book.
Interestingly enough, prior to Shelley passing, I hadn't spoken with my psychotherapist in many years, because part of it is I'm a success now. That's my past. Didn't want to look at that. Didn't want the stigma of people knowing that I had a therapist. But at some point in life, you get comfortable with who you are. So, you know, for me, I reached back. I was dealing with a colleague who was going through similar struggles. And because he sees me as a successful business owner, he's like, oh, well, Mike, you can't relate to me. But I broke down and shared my bitter truths with him. So I was able to go on Google and found Shelley Niederback after 20 plus years, spoke to her, and finally closed that chapter earlier this year after not speaking to her for over 20 years. And it was a very emotional conversation, and in the company of that gentleman, I was able to emote, cry, and be vulnerable. So it felt good. So Shelley Niederback is a real person. Only thing she wanted was that her name be spelled properly. That's the one request.
Important.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Back to Kevin. Kevin, tell us what it means to have a film, a feature-length film, filmed at your hospital. How does your staff feel about it?
It's never happened in the history of the hospital, quite honestly, and the staff has been charged up all week about it. When we told them it was happening, it's really brought some excitement to the whole organization, and they can't wait to come up later and meet some of the actors that are involved.
Awesome. I can't wait to meet some of them too. Any final comments, any other comments that either of you wish to share with the viewing audience at this time?
Just want to thank Mike for everything he does for this hospital and really for the communities that it serves. We wouldn't be here today able to do this without trustees like this that have helped guide the hospital, and to me personally, the support he provides to me personally as a trustee, it means a lot to me personally. Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
I just want to say thank you to Kevin as well as the entire hospital staff for their hospitality, because this is a work day and we have inconvenienced the hospital since the hour of 11 o'clock. And even before that, there's so much like Suzette Robinson, who works here as one of the administrators, who she and her team put all their efforts into making sure that this is a successful event for us, as well as to make sure that it doesn't interfere with the daily process of those working in the hospital. So I say kudos to them as well as thank you.
I also extend a thanks for your generosity and having us here from We Are DeKalb TV. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for more with our guest actors J.D. Williams, Bill Cobbs, and the cast of Clipped Wings, They Do Fly.
Hello, I'm Bill Cobbs. Whenever I'm in town and need concierge service, whether it's a Broadway play, dinner, or limousine service, I call Prestige Tours. They're only a phone call away. 973-678-3022. I thought you ought to know that.
Dreams are dreams. Dreams are dreams. Some dreams come true. Don't wanna wake up when I dream of you. It's a work of art, the makings of you. A sight to behold, the thing God can do. I'm a man, sensitive, and tenderness comes from pain. Just for you, my life I give. You're my joy, my sun.
Josh Milan, Your Body. Honeycomb Music, Track Source, in stores near you.
Welcome back to We Are DeKalb TV. Joining me right now are actors Bill Cobbs and J.D. Williams. If you're just joining us, we are taping live at the East Orange General Hospital in East Orange, New Jersey. Bill, how are you?
Great. How about yourself?
Welcome to the show. I'm good. I gotta tell you, Bill, I know you've been in a ton of movies and TV shows and all these things that we love, but my personal favorite, I fell in love with you in your performance in The Bodyguard. That was my favorite movie. If you don't remember The Bodyguard, Bill's character was very close to Rachel Marin, played by Whitney Houston, and you convinced Frank Kevin Costner to be her bodyguard in that movie. It was great. That was one of the things that you did. But
Right.
Can I ask you, what was that like, that experience working with Whitney Houston? Because I
Yeah,
love her
it
so
was.
much.
I'm glad you asked. It was a great experience. People ask me that a lot, and I think people have a great interest in what kind of a person Whitney was, and of course, because she's had such a troubled experience in the last part of her life. I think everyone should know just that she was just a wonderful, wonderful friend, and all the people who would talk about how nice she was and how generous she was are exactly right. I mean, that many people would be saying those things about her. I had done a few movies by the time I met her, and this was certainly the first big movie, if it wasn't the first movie she ever did. And I was her, actually, she mentored me.
Wow.
She was a consummate professional. She was not only that, she was nurturing toward me. I had the experience to spend a good deal of time talking to her dad because he was on the set every day, and he and I became friends. But she treated me like I was an uncle or a stepfather, and just made me feel like somebody that was important. And she was a huge star. I was just an actor as far as I'm concerned. And so there, I hope I've summed it up. It was a wonderful experience working with someone who was so incredible that even today I'm constantly just discovering her over and over again.
Wow.
Every
wow.
time I hear her, I discover something new about what an extraordinary talent. But I want everybody to know what an extraordinary human being she was.
Yes, and I think you could feel that in her music. Even today, we feel that in her music. Thank you so much for talking about that. Now you have some things coming up now. What are you doing right now? Some of the projects.
Well, at the moment, I'm doing a recurring role on a TV show called Go On. Matthew Perry's the star, and we come on. It comes on NBC at 9 o'clock on Tuesday nights, and we're a support group. We're a very eclectic group of people who are sit in a support group. Matthew himself is also a sports writer who has lost his wife. We all have issues. He's lost his wife, and he's learning now how to live and restructure his life. And that's how he became a part of the group. I'm a person who has every illness in the world. So it's really it's great to be here in the hospital. This is where I spend a lot of time in the show, but everyone has different issues, and it's a comedy, and we've been having a good time with it, and we've gotten a great response, and the casting is great because we have a Hispanic lady, we have a couple African Americans, we have a Japanese, an Asian lady, and equal number of men and women. So
awesome.
Everybody's, we cover all the bases. Everybody's represented.
Very important today. Very important
It
today,
is.
and always. But it's good to I would imagine work on a project like that.
Absolutely. Now, one other project I have to tell you about.
Mm-hmm.
Next March 2013, Oz the Great and Powerful will be hitting the screens.
I'm waiting for that one.
Yeah. And it's the new version of it's the next version of the Wizard of Oz.
Oh wow.
And oh God, I'm having one of those moments. Anyway, I'll tell you later.
Okay.
But in the Wizard of Oz is, in this case, you find out how the Wizard of Oz became the Wizard of Oz.
Oh wow. Are you?
No. James Franco is the Wizard of Oz.
Oh, okay.
And the film is directed by Sam Raimi, and of course Sam and Franco have worked together before quite a bit. I play a character. Well, I'm a member of a group of men who are tinkers.
Oh, okay.
And tinkers are old men that in the land of Oz who can make anything. I'm the master tinker.
All right. I can't wait to see that. I've always loved Oz, so to see how it came about, that sounds very interesting. I can't wait for that too. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for more with our guest actors J.D. Williams, Bill Cobbs, and the cast of Clipped Wings, They Do Fly.
Wednesday, tune in to see the hottest thing to hit small businesses since startup capital.
I'm telling you, the power is in the details.
Dr. Heavenly hosts a new talk show on the things about business that really matter.
With the right mindset and keeping things in balance, you can have it all.
Watch engaging interviews on the most amazing sets the world has ever seen.
Okay, I think they get it.
Right. Sorry. Tune in on the most wonderful night.
Just tune in Wednesdays at 7 p.m.
only on AIB.
Hello, I'm Bill Cobbs. I'd like to tell you about a couple movie projects that I'm about to do with Prestige Media Productions. The first film is called A Time After Yesterday. And the second is called Clipped Wings, They Do Fly. Prestige Media Productions is an independently owned and operated production company that focuses on creative projects that showcase dramatic storytelling and positive images. Don't forget, Clipped Wings, They Do Fly.
Prestige Media Productions.
Thank you.
big mess. The hell you been at all night?
These two girls come from different worlds, but they have so much in common. They just refuse to see it.
Great. What the hell is your problem? All this time to realize. Just trying to make small talk. It's just not right. That's only where I begin to get upset. You couldn't call, you couldn't text, seriously? Damn, Jenny, don't I get a vote? See what really matters now.
Welcome back to We Are DeKalb TV. Joining me right now are actors Bill Cobbs and J.D. Williams. If of all the characters that you played, this is just my own personal question. Is there a character that you would say is more like the real Bill Cobbs?
I guess maybe I did a movie for television with Lawrence Fishburne, Natalie Coles, and then Isaiah Washington, among others. Mm-hmm. A play called a film called Always Outnumbered, mm-hmm. And it was made for television only. Unfortunately, it wasn't in the theaters. But it was a film that was based on a book written by Walter Mosley called Always Outnumbered, Always Outgunned, and we played men who were making a living in South Central Los Angeles, mm-hmm. picking up bottles and cans. And I guess I'm telling you that was more like me because of the message. And the message for me was important because it showed people in South Central were human beings. It showed why some of them were poor, showed why a lot of men down there don't have jobs, mm-hmm. showed the effects of drugs and other guns and other influences in our neighborhood. It showed how we're disrespected by the police, and it also showed how when we do fall, when we make a mistake, we have to continue paying for it over and over again. And Lawrence Fishburne plays a character who has come out of jail after committing 2 murders. They were crime of passion. Mm-hmm. No one ever refers to our crimes as crimes of passion because we don't have that kind of justification for what we do. Mm-hmm. And it showed how a man who wants to be a benefit to the community, a man who has a love for his fellow man and for his people, and respect for other people. In spite of all of that, can't even get a job in a grocery store bagging groceries. Mm. So Lawrence played that character, and I played his best friend. And Cecily Tyson was in the film. We had a wonderful cast. I'm sorry I can't remember everybody, mm-hmm. but the film showed us as human beings, mm-hmm. in our community, and I just think that's we have to do more and more of that. So that's a film that I guess you could say I was able to play a role that I felt was similar to the way I feel about things.
Always Outnumbered?
Always Outnumbered was the name of the film.
Always Outnumbered.
The book by Walter Mosley is Always Outnumbered, Always Outgunned, which he refers to us.
Right. Mm-hmm. I'm going to make it my business to see it. Thank you so much. Let's bring J.D. Williams into the conversation.
All right.
Hi, J.D.
Hello, Sheba. How you doing?
Good. I feel like I'm home right now.
Well, we are, and you and I have a deep history, so it's definitely great to see you sitting across from me right now.
Yeah, and an honor to just have you as a friend too. Thank you. Everybody, you're never gonna stop being associated with The Wire. We all know you are Bodie forever.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'll take it. That's a pretty good accolade to have. So there's no complaint coming from me in that general direction.
So JD, tell us about some of the projects that you're working on now. Your current stuff coming up.
Well, luckily the last 2 seasons, actual seasons, have been very productive and very busy for me. I'm working on so many things. I'm a recurring character on The Good Wife right now, so you know you might tune into that one of these Sundays, and I might just come across the screen. I'm also actually right now I'm in the last week of a run at the Culture Project for a play called The Exonerated. It's actually a pretty well-known play written by Eric Jensen and Jessica Blank. A lot of people it's a traveling kind of play, so a lot of people have performed it. Robin Williams has done it. While we're doing it in New York, we've had people come by, like Delroy Lindo has come and performed it. Who else we had? Martin Short. There's just been a lot. It's a rotating cast, so we've had a lot of people come in and come out. Lyle Lovett, and anyway, the play itself is a traveling play. It's about people who are exonerated from prison for murder and how they cope with life afterwards, or lack thereof, so to speak. That's actually, like I said, in this last week right now at the Culture Project. Also, of course, working. I also have a new HBO television show called the Criminal Justice. We're filming that right now. That's been written by Steve Zillian, who actually wrote Schindler's List and a bunch of other stuff. He's actually directing that also. It's produced by James Gandolfini, and we're shooting that right now. That should be out, early next year sometime. And it's just staying busy. I'm also working on Clip Wings They Do Fly with Mr. Barbee, and I'm honored to be working with Mr. Cobbs right now. That's one of those names on your list as an actor that you have, that you want to definitely get a chance to experience themselves and learn from them. So it's definitely, I believe he might be a type of mentorship role for me in more ways than one. But definitely.
The feeling is mutual.
Oh, thank you.
All of that.
But right now, that film itself. And also I have a bunch of films that I've been producing and starring in that it should be coming out very soon. Happy New Year, that's about war veterans with post-traumatic stress disorder. And also An American in Hollywood, which I actually play a comedian in that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I'm actually excited for people to see that, and that should be out also by the beginning of next year. So, it's just about, staying busy, staying productive. I'm doing as much as I can, as close to home as I can, and just staying positive and continuing to build.
Excellent. Good that they'll get to see the comedic side of who you are, because you're
more
funny
obviously,
in real life.
Yeah, well, thank you, thank you. Well, I think I try to add a levity to all my characters if there's room for it. It's just that sometimes the character is so deep you don't know whether that threat was particularly laugh-worthy. But yes, definitely I'm excited and very happy to be doing something where I'm being blatantly and openly, lighthearted and fun. More like my actual self.
Right, the real J.D.
Yes,
Williams.
thank you.
Right now, I heard that you, Mr. Cobbs, and get back to you, are the executive producer of Clip Wings They Do Fly. I just found that out right now. So I can't wait to see that. And this is your guys' first time working together?
Yes, it is.
Yes, definitely. And like I said, I'm very excited. And as this is in production, you get more and more information every day as you go along. And I think for him to be an executive producer also shows a really large vote of confidence and belief in the story, the script, and Mike. I think that I would like to extend a personal thank you for that to Mr. Cobbs.
Well, I'd like to thank you too, and tell you how much I enjoy your work, and share with you how much I learned from you. I had a chance to see Exonerated last night.
Yes.
It's the first time I've seen J.D. work on the stage, and I recommend the play to everyone. It's a very important play, and it relates very, very much to what I was talking about earlier, about what we were talking about earlier, about how we're treated by the justice system. And I think it's very important that we use the media, in this case a play, and share this play with one another, so that people who may not be as enlightened, I don't see how they could not be.
Right, and I'm going to ask you, Bill, hold that thought. We'll be right back with more from Bill Cobbs, J.D. Williams, as well as actors Rodney Gilbert and Bisa Dawes. We'll be right back.
This is the story of my life. Ship-smelling hollows and cold, damp weather, wearing down my body as I piled the vessel from below. Seawater splashing in my face through the holes made by the sea stones as the ship sped at a constant pace. Shango, Shango to my God I cried as each whip lashed across my back. Please take me away from these friends I found who has convinced my brothers with his lies. He invaded my mama and stole from my sisters so I could see his fulfillment. What a perverse task. A poking heart and burning soul that felt as if he raped me.
You don't seem like everything's okay.
I was sold on the corners of Chestnut and Vine, chained to an iron block. I had to appear mighty and strong, knowing these injustices were nothing but crimes. While plowing the land, I spoke with my brothers about our great escape, designed by my mother, Miss Harriet, singing a song about a plan. Crowded streets and zoot suits became my living style. I straightened my hair to look like them, changing my identity from the South as I rode the bus to Uncle Charlie's for a while. Water flowing from the same stream, drainage pipes depositing into the same sewage pans. So sitting at their counters and drinking from their faucets became a dream. So today I speak to all I can of the story of me, the African American Negro man, sincerely.
What did you do? Oh my God.
I wasn't born bad. I played football in vacant lots. I jumped rope on litter-filled sidewalks. I leaped in the game of hopscotch on broken glass pavements. I played basketball on a rim nailed to my neighbor's tree. I ran track with my brothers worn out sneakers. And as I recall, I was put back in school because I spelled equality, beginning it with I-N instead of E. So today I sit confined to time, just wondering what went wrong, because I wasn't born bad.
Hello, I'm Bill Cobbs. Whenever I'm in town and need concierge service, whether it's a Broadway play, dinner, or limousine service, I call Prestige Tours. They're only a phone call away. 973-678-3022. I thought you ought to know that.
Welcome back to We Are DeKalb TV. If you're just joining us, again, we are taping at East Orange General Hospital in East Orange, New Jersey. And with me now is the cast of Clipped Wings They Do Fly, a film by Barbee. I'd like to talk again with Bill Cobbs and J.D. Williams. I want to ask each of you, what does it mean to you to be able to give back to the community by lending your celebrity status to this hospital?
Well, it's an opportunity to do some of the things that I, like everyone else, I guess, in our conversation, say ought to be done. You know what we ought to do? You know what we got to do? Well, hopefully this is some of that. Hopefully that being a celebrity can turn itself into supporting the kind of things that we need to have in our community. So it's an honor to me. It's a great honor to be able to use what skills I have to help in this way.
Awesome, thank you. And J.D. Williams?
Well, it's a little more personal for me. I'm from Newark, New Jersey, and I've lived in, I would have to say probably every city in Essex County over my life, yeah. And a large chunk of it has been right here in East Orange. The building that we're in right now, I used to walk past this building going to 3rd grade every day, you know. So this East Orange, the town itself, is also, I would also call one of my hometowns. So just to be, you know, come full circle, be an adult working in a hospital, one of the first hospitals I was ever in, and, you know, after being born, this was like the first hospital I'm in coming too sick. So even just being here and what Newark and Essex County and East Orange means to me, and being able to, you know, bring light and, you know, something positive and tell a story, and just to see everybody come together, you know, like I have a personal relationship with you, I have a personal relationship with Ron, I have a personal relationship with a lot of people around here, and just to see us, you know, coming together and working together, it means a lot more to me than just, you know, just the average actor, I believe. You know, I'm very proud of Newark, East Orange. I'm very proud of Jersey, period.
And we're very proud of you, and we're very proud and grateful to you too, Bill Cobbs, and I speak for the entire Essex County when I say that. Right now, I'd like to bring into the conversation Rodney Gilbert, as well as Bisa Dawes. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
How you doing?
So let's talk about tell me about the characters that you play in the movie Clipped Wings, They Do Fly.
Okay, well, I play Billy's girlfriend in the play. I'm the mother of our 9-year-old son,
right,
Julian.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a young woman. I'm just kind of weathered and tired from dealing with Billy, who has multiple personality disorder. So that's kind of my character.
Okay.
In the movie.
All right. So you excited?
I'm very excited, actually.
I'm excited for you. It's a great story. Rodney?
I play Bay. I am Billy's father, Danny's best friend. I come into town, recently divorced. I'm a musician. I'm a man full of life, and when life changes for me, I go to some place that's safe, which is my best friend.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, awesome.
It's an Essex County move.
So what projects are you involved with other than Clipped Wings, They Do Fly? Let's just talk about some of the other things that you're dealing with right now.
Okay, well, for me, right now, this is the only project I'm working on right now. And it's great to come back into acting and work with, you know, Bill Cobbs, which is great. I was excited when I heard about that, and J.D. Williams from The Wire, because I'm from Baltimore.
Right.
So this is the first project after coming off an acting hiatus to practice something else. So.
I agree with you. It is awesome to be able to work with a cast like this. I'm trying to get me an extra spot or something, because I want to be able to say I've worked with people.
You could be one of my girlfriends.
He said he got a couple of those.
Take note of that.
Yeah.
Rodney, what are some of the things you're doing?
I just finished directing A Raisin in the Sun at Drew University.
Oh,
where,
great story.
I've been teaching for the last 15 years, and it's a full circle moment. I started my career in Raisin in the Sun as Travis, as a kid, you know. So it's been quite the opportunity, and that we have enough students of color to do a production that's, you know, all black production. So that's special. You know?
Excellent.
Yeah, and to sit here with JD, who used to be kind of one of my students.
Wow.
And, you know, he was getting ready to go and call me Mr. Gilbert.
Yeah, I was about to do it.
He's like, never called me by my first name.
Yeah.
Well, so where did you teach?
Arts High School.
Arts High. I'm a graduate of Arts High. We Jaguars.
Okay.
We Jaguars.
All day.
The whole crew.
Yeah. I think other people in the cast are also.
There's a bunch of us, yeah.
And Michael is from Arts High School, so it's Jaguars
Mm-hmm.
all the way, all the way. And then to have the legendary Bill Cobbs. You know, I've known I wanted to be an actor since 5, so I've watched people of color in film and stage.
All
so
right.
it's an
Okay.
honor.
Great. So I would like to right now thank our guests, Bill Cobbs and J.D. Williams, for being here with us.
Thank
We
you.
love you so much.
Oh, one
Thank
more
you,
thing,
guys.
Sheba. I want to congratulate you on your new little baby, Brother LaJoy.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Yes.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you for that. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back with more with Rodney and Bisa.
Every couple has their ups and downs. Sometimes we disagree. But last night I know I went too far. When I said I was sick of you, get out of my face, don't wanna look at you. But baby, it was just a lie. Haven't you ever said anything before and you wish that you could take it back? But then it's too late, but it's not too late for me to say. Sorry for the things I said, let me make it up to you. Tell me, baby, what?
Wednesday, tune in to see the hottest thing to hit small businesses since startup capital.
I'm telling you, the power is in the details.
Dr. Heavenly hosts a new talk show on the things about business that really matter.
With the right mindset and keeping things in balance, you can have it all.
Watch engaging interviews on the most amazing sets the world has ever
Okay,
seen.
I think they get it.
Right. Sorry. Tune in on the most wonderful night.
Just tune in Wednesdays at 7 p.m.
Only on AIB.
Hello, I'm Bill Cobbs. Whenever I'm in town and need concierge service, whether it's a Broadway play, dinner, or limousine service, I call Prestige Tours. They're only a phone call away. 973-678-3022. I thought you ought to know that.
We are back with more cast from Clipped Wings They Do Fly, a new film by Mike Barbee. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi. We have the young cast members here with us, and I'm going to start with you, beautiful. Tell us your name.
My name is Kaylin Jackman, and I play the role of Jenna. And these are my brothers Albie and Billy Ray. I am the sister of them.
Mm-hmm. Very nice, very nice. So, are you excited about your character, your role in this movie?
Yes, I'm very excited.
Aw, she's so beautiful and articulate,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So, which one of your brothers is sitting right next to you? Tell me who that is.
Billy Ray.
Billy Ray. Hi, Billy Ray.
Hi.
I'm calling you your character name, but what is your real name?
Asian Austin.
Asian Austin. How old are you, Asian?
I'm 8.
8 years old. And how old is your character in the book, in the movie? I'm sorry. Do you know how old he is?
He is.
Did y'all know that yet? That's okay. That's okay.
He's 8.
He's 8 too? He's 8 too. Oh, okay. All right. So tell us a little bit about Billy. What's he like in the movie?
He's like what is he like?
What happens with him? You don't want to give it away. That's a good answer. He doesn't want to give it away. So why don't you introduce your brother sitting next to you, and what's his character in the movie?
His character is Albie.
Albie. Hi, Albie.
Hi.
Tell us your real name.
Dorian.
Dorian?
Yes.
What's your last name, Dorian?
Jackman.
Dorian Jackman. And have you read the story yet? Have you gotten into your script yet about Albie? Haven't started reading yet? Okay, so tell me a little bit about Albie.
Albie.
What do you like about Albie? You like that he's a boy? Are you guys excited? Are you excited about the movie?
Yes.
Can't wait to do it. And is this your first movie?
Yes.
How about you? Is this your first movie? And this is not your first movie.
No.
You've been. What other movies have you been in?
I did a CBS movie called A Gifted Man and 22.
Wow. And what was that like for you?
It was a good experience.
It was a good experience?
Yeah.
And how old are you?
I'm 7.
She's 7, but she's so brilliant, right? She's such a brilliant little girl, and I look forward to seeing you and all of you in the show. So why don't you tell me tell us about this character and what it means to you.
Well, he plays me in
the little
60s,
you.
Yeah. And this is where it kind of starts the relationship with the psychiatrist, and it just develops from there.
Just develops
so
from
then
there.
I'm the grown
version of little
that,
Billy, right? And their parents. You're the parents of which? These two? These three? Wait a minute.
No.
Wait, I'm confused.
We're not
Tell
the
me.
parents of any of these kids. Our son is Julian, and he's 9.
He's 9.
Yes.
In the story?
In the movie.
In the movie. Your son is Julian.
Yes.
And he's 9.
And he's 9.
Okay. And I have the book again. I want to show you the back cover because you're on. This is you. This is a picture of you on the back cover, as well as the trailer, and little Asian is also in the trailer, right? Yes. So they're telling me that I have to wrap it up. But I had a great time talking to all of you. Thank you, young babies, for joining us. I can't wait to see you as stars in the movie Click Wings, They Do Fly. And I want to thank all of you also for being here with us and sharing the information about the story. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
We're back with the cast of Clip Wings, They Do Fly. Hey, everybody.
Hey, how are you?
Everybody and our listeners. A lot of y'all, so y'all have to tell me your names and characters and all that good stuff, and we're going to have fun doing it. So we'll start with you, Anthony, my buddy from a long time ago.
Yes,
Anthony DeWitt.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us about your character in the play.
Well,
in the movie, I'm sorry.
It's a very simple name because it's actually my name, Anthony. Anthony.
Nice.
So I play the older brother to Billy. And as many, older and younger brothers do get along with that little edge to it. But in this case, he has a close-knit tie with his brother because he has a little fear of what Billy can do. So he's kind of watching out for him a little closer than usual. Yeah.
All right. So is your character is a big part in the movie?
Well.
Really big?
What part is it?
You're right.
Actors will tell, look, there are no small parts.
parts.
The movie is all about me. Look.
Better than that. I know better. Okay, but how is this your first film? Tell us about some of the film work that you've done.
Well, I have most of the film work that I've done has been in the field of dance. I have of course, I have a large dance background. In Malcolm X, I was Denzel Washington's dance double, and which we did in Lindy Hop, and I was surrounded by all the black and blue players back at that time. Yeah, that was a fun time. And also, Lean On Me. I've done some things, and some of the smaller films. So I've done a couple of things here and there, but a lot of things in the dance field. Especially.
Wow. So being Denzel Washington's double, did you get to spend time with him? Did you have to spend time with him and study his body movements or anything like that?
Well, with the field of Lindy Hop, that particular type of dance, that style, and being led by the greatest. I mean, we had some of the greats come through there. The one style or the flair that you would have is if anybody knows that cool jazzy feel to it. That was pretty much it. And the beautiful thing, and I tell everybody this, that Denzel did most of his dance work.
Oh, really?
So he worked hard to do the thing, and sure enough, he came off correctly. But we did spend some time. We spent a little time here and there, whenever we could, chit-chatting, what have you. He's a great guy.
Really?
Guy.
Really?
Great guy.
That's why I was going to ask you, how is he?
Yeah,
Well,
very down to earth.
That was a great film because it was a film of color, just like this picture. So everybody that I've ever worked with in my career worked on that movie. People you hadn't seen in makeup, hair, everybody because I worked from Philadelphia and all up along the East Coast, worked on that movie. So it was like a nice kind of family reunion to be on a set with your people working towards that goal, and then you have the big celebrity that's there, but everybody's working, and that's just the same thing that I felt when I came on set to work on this film.
What, besides that, and anybody can answer this question, what attracted you to this story, Clip the Wings, They Do Fly?
Michael Barbee.
Michael
Barbee called. Honestly, Mike called. There's something about him as a man, a person, a human. He called and said, "Rodney, I got this thing I want you to do." That's okay. When?
Totally.
Yeah.
I totally agree. He's seriously the type of guy that wants to make you do better. No matter what area or what level you're at and what you're doing in your career or as an individual, he makes you want to be better at what you do and strive to do even more. It's just that kind of guy.
And even more, I know Mike too, he's willing to help you do better. Not only wants that for you, but he will help you. Okay, so same question. I want to ask everybody that. What attached you to, y'all can't say Mike Barbee, all right? It's got to be, no, if it is Mike, then it's Mike. But what else, what are some other things that attracted you to the movie? Did everyone read the book yet, or just this, you have the script?
Probably because it was, kind of sort of about him and about doing better, like they said, and Billy doing better and getting past. And I met William interviewing him for a magazine that I correspond for, and he's like, "I want you to be the reporter in the movie." So he really is about making you spread your wings.
Right, now I know who you are, but tell everybody your name.
Oh, I'm Trey Kearney, and I'm playing the reporter in the movie. And I correspond for a magazine called The Movie Magazine, where there's an article of William Michael Barbee, an issue that's on newsstands now, so go get it.
Very nice.
If I may, in mentioning the book, if no one has read the book, you need to read the book. And I called Mike and I told him after I finished the book that I had read it completely, and I just told him what I felt about it. But it's one of those things that you don't want to put down once you start reading. It really gravitates you into who this character is, the personal struggles that he's going through, the demons, and you can associate anything in your life. If you come from any struggles in your life, you can associate. And what also captivated me is the areas that you talked about. We're from the brick. We're from, some of us are from Newark, New Jersey.
Right, for those
we can identify. That's the brick.
The
brick city, USA. You can identify with those neighborhoods and that time period and what was going on, and you can see those flames. You could feel the pulse of the city in the areas that he was in. But it's a great read. It's a great read.
The language and the voice is. We need more diversity in America when we look at culture, and to speak from our voice. That's one of the exciting things about the film, that it speaks our language. Like an August Wilson play speaks the language of the people, because as an actor, you want a part because it's a part. But you also would like to be able to speak your language and continue the lineage of who we are and where we come from and where we're headed. Right. So that's one of the great things.
That's a great point. We were not always able to do that. Let's meet some more people. Maya, tell us, Maya. Hi, Maya. Welcome to the show. Tell us about your character in the movie.
Well, I played Deb, and she is a secretary of Toby. She's very put together, in the know, and just puts her own flavor and twist into the story.
Have you gotten all into your script yet, or you haven't done that yet?
Not quite. I'm still developing, still digesting and materializing my character.
Nice. Tell me a little bit about the development side of it. What do you do to develop for a character, this particular character?
As an actress in my training, I try to really put myself into the role. How would Maya react if she's in this situation? What does Maya look like when she's
organized, when she's mad, when she's upset or happy, just to bring real truth to my role, to my character, and to the story.
Now, are you one of those actresses when you get in character, you stay there?
Yeah, I go all the way.
Sometimes some actors have a hard time to turn it off.
Yeah,
that has been my experience.
Pretty much, I go there. I go there. I don't stop. I won't hold back because I think that that's how you tell a story. And
Right.
that's what we're here to
And
do.
there's a
So-
term for that, method acting, I believe.
Yes, it
Is
is.
that right?
Yeah.
Right?
So I'm
Yeah.
just the vessel to tell the story, and I don't want to hold back because, or thinking or putting my own spin on it. I just want to be a clear vessel so that whatever comes through, and it's truthful. Because
Nice.
people respond to the truth, and they respond to real emotions.
Absolutely.
And not acting.
Very nice, Maya. Thank you. What's your last name? Maya.
Louisa.
So the people, Maya Louisa.
Maya Louisa.
And your character again?
Deb.
Deb.
D-E-B.
Okay. And we're moving right along, and right here, what is your name?
I'm Carlos Semanas.
Carlos Semanas,
Yes.
and you play.
I actually played Billy Ray.
You are Billy Ray.
I am Billy Ray. Yes.
I've seen the trailer. You were on the trailer. Is that
Yes,
that you
yes,
on the trailer? Mm-hmm. Tell us about your character.
Well, Billy Ray is an interesting character. He has multiple personality disorder and a little schizophrenia. So, he's got caught up in some stuff, and he's basically in the movie trying to figure out how to make sense of it all. And it's deep for me because I can relate to multiple personality in my own way, and
Is that because of your acting, or?
well, no, just in life, I feel like everyone can tap into feeling this way and feeling another way, and this film, this role specifically, allows me to really embrace that full-heartedly.
Awesome. Can't wait to see you in that role of Billy. All right, and Bisa, right?
Yeah.
Is that right? All right, tell us again what character you're playing.
I'm Katrina.
Katrina.
And I have a son with Billy. So I'm his baby mama. And I got drawn to this basically, he sent me a Facebook request about the movie. And so, Michael.
Okay.
And I researched the trailers that he sent me and everything. And then I also worked with developmentally disabled adults. So, and my mother. So I can kind of relate to, they are real people, you know what I mean? There's really no difference. So, just to be able to share that experience and kind of learn a little bit more about multiple personality disorder, I think is going to be great.
Awesome. This is an important story, and that's what I'm getting. I want to thank every one of you for being here with us today. I really can't wait to see you in your roles. Again, I am going to, put in my little bid for an extra so I can say I work with all of you guys. But the book, everyone, it is called Clip Wings, They Do Fly. The movie is also called Clip Wings, They Do Fly. And you may purchase this book by Mike Barbee, a great guy and a great book, on Amazon.com. It is available on BarnesandNoble.com, also available on Nook and Kindle. My name again is Sheba Jordan, filling in for Heidi Fuller on We Are DeKalb TV. Thank you so much for joining us.